This meal prep recipe is one of my all-time favorites. It's cheap, it's delicious, and it's very, very simple to make. So just follow along and you guys can see the recipe and make it yourselves. So let me just quickly show you what ingredients we have. We have some mince, chopped tomatoes, kidney beans, some herbs and some spices, some peppers, onions, chilies, tomato puree, and some garlic. So let's get cooking. I don't know what onions are. Here I'm just roughly chopping my onions. It doesn't really matter what shape or what size you do them, you just want to be able to see them in your chili. I'm just going to add my onions into my pan just to brown them off. And by the way, I used 2.5 onions instead of the 3 because it was just way too much. So let's get them in there to cook. Add a little bit of oil. And let's just let them cook away. Give it a little mix first. Pop the lid on, and I'm just gonna leave them here for about 5 minutes, so I'll be back. To this, we're also gonna need 3 peppers. So I'm probably just gonna dice these up into rough chunks. Get out all of the seeds. Oh no. And then once the onions are done, we can then chuck in the peppers. Or we could do the peppers after. Look at that. Tiny pepper inside a pepper. So, chop them in half. And then this is how I do it, it just makes it a little bit easier. Crush them down until they're flat. And then slice them up. There's no particular way in which you have to cut the peppers, but I usually just dice them up into smaller chunks. All the peppers are now chopped, ready to go in once everything is sorted. Okay, so have a look at my onions. They are pretty brown, pretty ready to go. So I'm just going to add in my minced meat here. I've got about 1.2 kg of mince going into the pan. So we're just going to wait until the mince is all brown, and then we can go ahead and add in all of our peppers and the rest of our ingredients. Perfect, so now our mince are nearly ready. Majority of it is brown. So I'm just going to add in 2 cans of chopped tomatoes. Also going to add some kidney beans in chili sauce. Add tomato puree. I'd say around 2 tablespoons. Perfect. I'm just going to give this a little mix. Then we're going to leave it to simmer before we add in the spices, garlic, chili, and some of the peppers. Let's get the lid on. And let's let that simmer for about 5 or 10 minutes. So it's been around 5 minutes and I've let this carry on cooking. So now to it I'm just going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of mild chili powder, a little sprinkle of chili flakes, and then we're going to go for a 4 teaspoon of mixed herbs. Add that into there. I'm just going to give that a little mix and turn down the heat too. Perfect. There's 1/2 green chili and 1/2 red chili, 2 massive garlic cloves, and then I've got 2.5 peppers here. So let's hope this all fits into the pan. So that would be pretty upsetting if it didn't. Just get a hand in there. Perfect. So I'm just gonna let this boil and bubble away until the peppers are cooked, everything's nice and soft. So once that happens, I will come back, update you guys. It's looking very good, very colourful, very tasty. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so the time is now 9 o'clock. I've got my chilli on, so I just need to leave it there for about 15 minutes just to cook a little bit longer. And then once that's done, I can come back downstairs to show you how to plate it all up. Okay, so my chilli has finished cooking. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna portion them up into my lunch boxes. So let's get started. Look at the colours, looks so good. I'm gonna start off with 2 scoops in each, just to see how much we're working with. Yeah, here are all the lunches divvied up. So the first 5 are my boyfriend's and the last 2 are mine. So I'll have this one tomorrow and this one Tuesday to Friday and just divvy it up. Peace.